Reload. Ready?
Yeah.
You look ready.
That's because I am ready. It's Sunday night. It's at Weeks End. The spoiler-filled look back at this week in comics and news and movies and shows and all that good stuff, all the pop culture funsies. And it was a huge weekend for it. We just had D23, Disney's annual showcase event, and they dropped a lot of hammers. A lot of big news came out. There's just a lot of stuff to discuss in general. So let's get right into it. Joined as always by the co-hostess with the mostest, Sector 2815. What is going on, Paul?
I am doing well. How are you?
Good. You look like you're working over there.
Sorry, I'm completing a purchase.
While Paul completes his purchase, and that's going to be topic number one. Be sure to check out the links in the description below. You can find all the sponsors and some great resources and tools for this fantastic hobby, including Big Time Collectibles. They sponsor the channel. They're also a fantastic online retailer providing great con exclusives, mystery boxes, all kinds of fun stuff. Fantastic shop. Be sure to check them out. And if you need anything clean or press, Justin has got you covered. Link is in the description. Let him know you found him via the channel. And as always, a huge shout out to ABX Comics and Games, the local comic shop here in Augusta, Georgia. That's where my pool list is at. All the books you see me review and talk, that's where I pick them up from. Also, if you're new to the hobby or just getting into the hobby, be sure to check out their Facebook group that's also linked down there in the description. If you need a long distance comic shop, create a pool list, get into tabletop gaming, painting miniatures, they do all of those fun stuff and things. So Paul, can you tell people what purchase it is you're completing?
I am purchasing the latest. You can show it. Thank you, Vanna. It is the latest Superman Shield T-shirt, which you can get at. You can't get at DC shops right now because they're sold out, but you can get it at Hot Topic.
Hard to find. This one up for sale. Managed to score one, and didn't realize it was a hot commodity, but it immediately went like news came out like that it sold out. And I'm like, well, these things are typically print to order. I buy a lot of shirts from the DC shop. As y'all know, I have like a whole Superman symbol collection. But James Gunn himself posted somewhere. I don't remember where I saw that he posted it, that the DC shop isn't the only place that'll be carrying the shirts. They also have them at Hot Topic. So when I told Paul how I got mine in, he told me that they've sold out twice on the DC place.
Correct.
So I'm like, check Hot Topic. And they do have them. So if you're looking to get a Superman Legacy, James Gunn, no longer Legacy symbol shirt, check out hottopic.com. 2 words, Hot Topic. And then 2 more words, .com.
That's not really a word.
For a total of 4 words.
That is just a period.
It's just a period. Hot
don't
Topic.
Don't type DOT. Exactly. Don't type DOT because that.
Well, let's say hey to the chat because there's a lot of fun stuff to talk tonight. We got Las Cruces 1971 clocking in early at noonish with the good morning and the hooray. We got White Tiger Triple C, Ruby G. What is going on? Cowabunga to you too, my friend. How are you? Vogsy, what is going on? Hello to you. The adventurous one, Joseph Michaels, is in the chat. Hashtag we are Legion. Yes, absolutely. We sure are. What is going on, Pop Pop? We got Pop Pop who just celebrated his birthday yesterday. He turned 89. 89 wonderful years on this. I could be off. I could be wrong on the year. But he had a birthday.
There you go.
Cliff on Comics, what is going on? Hello to you. Hashtag we are Legion. Fandom happens here. I love that hashtag. The Fandom happens here one.
Mm-hmm.
You can get it on a t-shirt at legionofcomics.shop.
There you go.
Dropping the custom emojis. Again, you get access to all those custom emojis by joining the channel membership. You get the emojis, loyalty badges next to your name, content early. You join the Legion tier, you get the other thing too. That other thing. Hashtag sticker pew. You know what I'm talking about, Paul.
I do know what you mean.
Things you can't say out loud.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, shout out to the sticker people. Cliff with the hashtag sticker people royalty. Les Crucius has a king of the sticker people. Lady F says Hulk smash. Also, I do want to man, I need to take an opportunity to plug this, don't I? Because I've been hanging out with Lady F all weekend long, like Friday, Saturday, today. We've been sitting there watching Captain America movies together. We've just been having a good time.
If Mark hasn't asked you to join Discord yet, he will get to you.
Yeah, I'm working on it right now. I just don't know how to find little invites. Where's it at? Invite people. There we go. Copy. So for those that don't know, I set up a Discord a long time ago, right? Long time ago. And I did it because Instagram and Facebook went down simultaneously. And I set up the Legion Discord so that we all could find each other. I always felt like somewhere, some way, we were all staring up at the same moon, Joe Dirt style. But it really was it was overbearing for me because I balanced too many things. But thanks to circumstances, Mark is here helping me out tremendously, not just like with explaining what's going on, but making it exciting to explore it. The Legion Discord is firing. That thing is popping.
It's boosting.
It's been boosted by Mark.
Exactly.
Has invested in the Legion Discord to get it boosted. But make sure y'all check that out. I know like the Discord thing can seem like it's overbearing sometimes, but just to make it as basic as possible, it's just a group chat. Like I'm not putting a bunch of channels on it. I'm just keeping a group chat that's a general group chat where it's just like any other group chat. But as you get comfortable, you can find other things. One thing we've been doing is we've been hanging out just like Paul and I are now, but imagine as many people who can come in and out as they want, and we'll be streaming like the UFC fights or we watched all 3 Captain America movies, watched all 3 Deadpool movies today. Like we just hang out and have a good time, like while you're just knocking around the house, filing books. It's just a great way to actually just see your friends in real time and come and go as you please. It's the features in it are just mind blowing. It's going to replace the need for people to have all these separate Instagram chats when we can all be on one together because we're limited with Instagram. So I'm loving the Discord thing. And again, huge thank you to Marcus for making that a thing, making it exciting and helping me out with it. But yeah, appreciate that. I dropped that link in there. Cool. Let me get back up here. Where does it go? Sticker people. Yep. Loki Dragonborn, what is going on, homie? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I hope you had a good weekend too. I know you did because I've hung out with you all weekend.
Are you saying she had a good weekend because she spent time with you? Is that what you're saying?
You were there. That's my
Okay.
big sister. We hung out. It was good. It was fun. DJ Lynx is in the building. What is going on, homie? Hope you're doing good. Mine would definitely be you, DJ. Most certainly would be DJ. Chicago Schulte is in the building. What is happening? The Adventurers once said Borderlands sucks. Seen D&W 2 more times. 10 times total now. Congrats on the movie reaching 1 billion worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie, what is going on? Deadpool and Wolverine finally made billion at the box office, and that was on the agenda. That's check it off the agenda now. It did it in just under 3 weekends, technically just over 3 weeks. It premiered on a Thursday, really, like not counting the early premiere events and stuff, right?
Right. So
it did it in just over 3 weeks. That is ridiculously impressive for an R-rated feature. And go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying, so Disney now has 2 movies out that have made more than $1 billion. Inside Out 2 and they're both still in the theaters right now.
Yeah, and Inside Out's still pulling money too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Pop took the kids to see that, and all 3 of them loved it. But yeah, that's a huge accomplishment. It's not often that an R-rated movie pulls $1 billion, and it's not often that an MCU movie pulls $1 billion anymore.
I believe it's only the second R-rated movie to make $1 billion. The first being The Joker.
Both comic movies. That's crazy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that The Joker 2 has it, but I don't know. Like, I don't know how big of a worldwide market helped push that. The Joker.
Well, that's the other thing too, is The Joker did not show in China, and it still made $1 billion.
Oh God! So it swept the floor with Deadpool then, in the grand scheme of things. Why? I wonder why they wouldn't show it in China. Never mind. I understand. They don't want anybody getting any ideas.
Right. Exactly. This
Like, wait,
we
you're
can't be
telling me,
we can't be dealing with these anarchy things.
like, wait, you're telling me if we get together, we can overthrow? Like, no, they cannot
Yeah.
do this here. Yeah, but yeah, huge testament to the fans. I really hope that Disney takes this as a wake up call, and I really think that there's a chance that they will. I don't have a lot of faith in them, but I don't write them off either. Like anything can be corrected when money is the ultimate goal. You know, they can only take so many L's for so long till the people that are really in charge say enough is enough. And I don't see how you can't look at this and be like it's common sense what kind of films we should be making. The ones that the fans like.
Hmm.
Who are the fans? The people that got you here to begin with. You know, it's the ones that are online complaining about everything you do, saying what they wish they would have seen. Make what they say, and you will make money. It's that simple.
Hmm.
And once you get there and your films are making ridiculous money, it doesn't matter if people dislike it because it's
Hmm.
going to be such a small minority. You know, but I'm very excited. I'm excited for Alien Romulus coming this week as well.
Yeah. Yep.
That's going to be wicked. Red Hulk looking like Han Solo got left in the carbonite too long. Yeah. Yeah. A little frost burn. Vanna. I thought his name was Justin. Blah, blah, blah. Y'all missed that old wolf, his appearance on Only Slabs.
Hmm.
Tony was having a hard time remembering names of characters, people, places, and things. What is going on, Paul in the 619? Hope you're doing good. Good to see you in here. Still only 35 cents. What is up, homie? How's it going, Trev? Beck and I are hanging out in the Discord watching. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Good stuff. Boom. Loki Dragonborn with $1.99 super chat.
There
I
you go.
appreciate that so much. No message attached to it, but we've got a message right here. Superfly.
That's another thing. Talking about being sold out. Try to get a steelbook, Godzilla -1. Oof.
I did.
Yeah.
Did you?
I bought the other one from Toho, so I wasn't gonna double dip.
Yeah, it makes sense. I waited. I thought about it, and I'm like, this set is straight from Godzilla.com. This one's not going anywhere. I'm like, I want to see what comes out, and I like that Toho set. But as soon as that steelbook dropped, I'm like, yep, that's the one. Slip sleeve and everything.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I think the only difference really is it doesn't have the black and white one.
Yeah, which secret here, you can take your remote and you can make it the black and white one.
There you go.
You can turn the color off.
There you go.
Been able to do that since color TV was invented. Just
That's right.
color gone. You know what's funny is back in the day with the first television I had, I don't even think it was a 13-inch. It might have been even smaller. It was in my bedroom. My bedroom was across the hall from mom and dad's bedroom. Pops work nights. Mom like no TV, bedtime, turn it off. So what I would do is I would turn the TV on and immediately turn the volume down. And then I'd go into the settings and shift it to black and white, thinking that it wouldn't be as bright and she wouldn't notice the light across the hall.
Yep.
Stupid idea.
I think the other thing too is I think in the still the same, but none of the extras I believe have any English subtitles. Everything is in Japanese.
Perfect.
Yep.
On the Steelbook one?
On both, I think.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just turn on the Google Translate and we're good to go.
There you go. There you
Good
go.
to go. Yeah, I appreciate everybody jumping in the Discord. I'm seeing a lot of people popping in there. Yeah, this is the one-stop shop. Yeah, awesome stuff right here. What it do, Pikachu? There's aggressively relaxing. What's up? Brainstorming my costume for Mos
Eisley.
Mos Eisley. That's where the cantina is.
Yeah.
It's a big dance party where everyone dresses Star Wars. My date is going as Ahsoka Temu. Her costume is awful in a great way.
Nice.
Wow. Boom. There you go. Joe's in there. What's going on, Rich? Hope you're doing good tonight. Hip Hops and Me is up in here. What is happening? How are you? Let's see. See if I missed anybody. I'm making it Kenny B. What is going on? Good to see you in here. Mad Spidey. What's up? Tony was ready to be slapped. Yeah, he was. Yeah, absolutely appreciate it, homie. Stopping by to say hi and hear some Disney news. Yeah, we're coming right up with it. I got a lot of stuff. And I took the time, I had some time to actually prepare the stream. So I got some stuff to look at and some stuff to watch. Remember, because Mark reads all his verbatim, so add some flavor to your message to change the tone of the stream play up. I'm like Ron Burgundy with these things. Roselli, hello, hello. Oi, how are you?
Oi.
Or all three versions are already bought the digital copies. Yeah, I bought the digital copy. I did do that. Joe, you might be able to make a killing with that steel book. I bet the secondary market is insane on it. I don't know. I don't know. People said there's words, Alien Romulus, good reviews. Good reviews. I'm excited for it. I'm really excited for it. What is going on, Marvel Cuphead? Hello, hello. I think it's confirmed, right? Like we can. Did I put that picture in here? I think I put that picture in here. I've got to put that picture in here. But I think it's been confirmed that the Fantastic Four are going to. What's up, Mommy? I think that it's confirmed the Fantastic Four are going to appear in Doomsday.
Correct. They're slotted to appear in both Avengers movies.
And where's the Fantastic Four solo film in relation to those?
It's set in a period piece, so there's got to be something time travel related to get the Fantastic Four to the present time, I would assume, because
We're
it's
like on the real time, like on our real world timeline. Which one comes out first?
Fantastic Four comes out first. Yeah.
See if I can find this thing in here. I got it right there. So I didn't see it everywhere, but I did find this shot because they have those promo images popping up all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't like it.
I don't like it either. So now we got a shot of the Fantastic Four sitting at a table. Now, Ben wasn't the thing yet. He was just Ben Grimm still. We saw Reed and Sue side by side. Then Johnny was sitting there in this full body sweater.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like a Fantastic Four snuggle.
It does. It looks like a snuggie. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm hoping that this is just temporary thing, or it's just like the sweatpants that they wear around their headquarters.
I don't know. With it being a period piece, I have no clue. It's but the footage that we've seen, like and it's not like it's just test footage they put together to have like a film package at Comic-Con.
Right.
Like the Galactus shot. It's very brief of him just leaning forward and looking in the window. That was really stellar looking.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was really cool. But this suit right here, I don't know if this is doing it. If this is doing it for everybody. I'm with Pops on this.
Yeah, exactly. Well, he's right. The Corman Fantastic Four looks much better than this to me.
Yeah, it's just standard comic book tights.
Yeah,
it matches what you see in the comic books. But this is weird. It's like it's definitely sweater texture. No, it takes place in the 60s. It's the period piece that Lady Fantastic is all about.
Right.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what they do with it. I'm wondering if this might just be like one of those scenes where Johnny's like, "Hey, check out these suits," and they're like, "No, not a chance.
Yeah,
not happening." But maybe it's something that they wear underneath their space suits. I don't know. I'm lost. Why? There's already a logo on it, but we don't have a Ben Grimm yet in that picture. So
right.
I don't know.
I mean, it just started filming like 2 weeks ago, so there's a lot of stuff that's going to change, obviously.
Remember when they put out that leaked Moon Knight photo and everyone started bashing it, and they're like, "This is the actual suit. This is going to be in the show." It didn't change it, but it ended up. I would say it ended up working, but I think the look of Moon Knight worked fine. That wasn't the problem with that show.
Yeah. Yes.
Hopefully, it comes together like butt cheeks. Be interested to see what happens. I don't have high hopes for the Fantastic Four movie, but I hope I enjoy it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Clifford. I don't know if that suit looked modern. It looked knitted. Like, I don't know how good you can see it on your phone with that picture I put up, but it looks knitted. Looks like Gam made it. All right, we got to talk this for a second. We got Mike in here. Evil's Mike is the only person, literally the only person on the internet that I've come across in real life that that had a single positive thing about this movie. I don't play the video games. I have no desire to watch the movie. It's something that I might turn on when it's streaming, but it didn't look interesting at all. And then it released and it's like the worst rated movie I think I've ever seen from critics and audience members alike. It's like 3% on Rotten Tomatoes. The movie made $8.8 million. $8 million on 115 budget. So it needs like 250, and it made eight. I didn't think that was possible.
Right.
You going to see this one, Paul?
No.
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 But there's a little kid with bunny ears on that guy's shoulder. That didn't make you want to go see the movie?
No.
Yeah, that's wild. And I did learn a few things about this one, that it was actually made in 2019. Yeah, Pops is on it. It was made in 2019 and it got shelved. I don't know about shelved, but it just didn't get released till now. But they went back and did 2 weeks of reshoots and then released it. So everyone's saying it looks like a carbon copy of the James Gunn stuff. I think that's an Eli Roth thing. It had the writer of Chernobyl attached to it originally. Eli Roth came aboard, started Eli Rothing it, and the writer of Chernobyl, who's like a legendary writer, he bailed. He left and demanded that his name not be attached to this film in any way. So yeah.
Yeah, that's not a good thing when people say you need to take my name off this movie.
Yep. Yeah, Marvel said it was an amazing movie. Mike said 6.5. I'm sure Aggressively Relaxing will like it. He doesn't dislike anything.
Right.
I think Rev said
I'm not saying I won't watch it when it's on Amazon Prime in 2 weeks, but
yeah, Eddie said that the casting isn't matching the characters at all. Yeah, I'm not familiar with the game, but I did see just from looking into it, they're like Kevin Hart's character is like a big soldier dude in the game, and Kate Blanchett's character is like probably in her younger 20s in the game. But
Kevin Hart can't play a big anybody.
Yeah, he has a hard time being funny these days too. Yeah, his career's in an odd place. It's hit or miss with me. All right, the big one, the big news that really got myself excited even more. I was already excited to see the Falcon take to the air again in the next Captain America movie. I'm cautiously optimistic with that one. I enjoy Anthony Mackie, but seeing that the Red Hulk was in it got me really excited. And we got the full reveal in a little snippet. So there he is, Harrison Ford's Red Hulk. That was dope. That got me so excited when I saw that. And I don't think I'm like on cloud 9 or anything, but I don't know. I'm for it, man. I think I'm going to probably see this one opening weekend.
I'm sure I will too. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Loki liked Borderlands.
7 out of 10. And Eddie said it was R rating, not PG-13 tone humor. Yeah, that was one of the big critiques that I saw from a lot of people, that they said it looked like it was originally intended for R, and they edited it down to PG-13. But I don't know if anyone else. Here we go. I've always liked Captain America films, so I'm hoping this to be good. I am too. So I enjoy the Falcon. I like Anthony Mackie. I love Captain America, and I did take the time while I was on vacation to get the compendium for the Captain America Falcon years, like when he took on the shield and everything. And I'm not going to lie to people, like those books were terrible. Like they were poorly written. It was a bunch of just like culture war bait in it. It just wasn't executed very well. There's some of it that's better than other parts of it, but overall it's really a slump in time for, I would say, Captain America and the Falcon. It's weird. It just wasn't it. But I don't think that changes my opinion on the movies, like, because they're pulling from different places with the movies. Obviously, they're introducing the Serpent Society into the movie, which was a part of what I read. The Red Hulk being in there, nothing to do with the Falcon Captain America stuff. That was before his time kind of thing. By the time that happened, he'd already become an Avenger and was wearing the mustache and stuff. But I'm glad to see him getting introduced into here.
Yeah, and for the unfortunate part is that, because they had to basically reshoot a whole new movie, it has to do really, really well.
Yeah.
It's like a $350 to $365 million movie now. So it's got to,
I think the
typically
last
you have to make
report
like,
was 368, right?
yeah. So it's got to do like $750 million just to break even, probably.
Oh, that's crazy. But dude, I am excited though from seeing Deadpool and Wolverine, seeing that the Russo brothers were brought back because they recognize they need some of these more familiar
Mhm.
creatives that they've worked with before, and just seeing the style and tone of this movie. I am excited that I want to go see an MCU movie in the theaters. I'm looking forward to it. But again, I'm being cautious with my optimism. Let's see what we got in the chat. Red Hulk is Thunderbolt Ross, right? Yep. Yep. That was Harrison Ford being told that weed is illegal where his next movie is being filmed. Red Hulk popcorn bucket and Red Hulk Cup movie theater. That'd be cool.
Mhm.
That'd be cool just to get like a head, like a Red Hulk head.
Mhm.
Let's see. She also said, glad I was picking up all the red stuff and dollar bins years back. It looked impressive. Almost made me forget the She-Hulk series. Yeah. I wiped that one out of my mind.
It's time to double dip for all those people who have the green Hulk hands. Now they'll have to get the red Hulk hands.
For all your masturbating needs.
Mhm.
Yeah. Let's see. And what else did they announce on the MCU side? The things that I'm not excited about. They dropped another trailer for Agatha. What's it
Agatha
called?
all along.
All along. Oh my god.
Mhm.
I know that Cliff is excited for it, and I'm glad he is because it'll be fun listening to what happens in the show via Cliff.
Mhm.
I think that it's unfortunate that we have a few of these projects that are kind of going to be weighing down the direction shift of the MCU, but we have to get through it. It drops next month. Did you watch the trailer?
I did not, but I know that they had. Yeah, and
Yes, you shared it to you sent it to me, and you didn't even watch it.
I didn't even watch it. No. Um, exactly. So there's Agatha. They announced they're still moving forward with Ironheart
Yeah,
too.
I'm feeling weird about that one.
Hmm.
The Hood is in it, played
Yeah.
by the actor from Hamilton who was in Transformers: Rise of the Beast.
Hmm.
He's playing Parker, so that's kind of has me interested just to want to see the Hood on the screen. And I don't know. After Wakanda Forgettable, I couldn't care less for Riri. I think they did a huge disservice to the characters in that movie, like rolling them in. Like
Yeah.
it could be
And
good though.
I think the only other live action that they talked about was Daredevil.
Yeah, that was the big deal right there. They rolled out the red carpet for Daredevil Born Again.
Hmm.
We had Punisher out there, Charlie Cox himself. I don't think was Vincent D'Onofrio on the stage.
I believe he was. Yep. And they announced a White Tiger is going to be in it.
Yeah, I don't want to put it out there, but the spoilers, God, came out probably about 6 months ago. Some jerk with a cell phone on the set filmed the White Tiger on the set,
Hmm.
and the probably the end of the White Tiger storyline without getting into spoilers. I'm like, yo, how is this being allowed to be put online? You just spoiled the ending of the show right there, behind
Hmm.
the scene footage of it. But there's a really cool shots in the trailer and everything. The trailer was kind of mild. They didn't do too much showing of like Frank in the suit or Daredevil in the suit, but they did briefly. And you see like this shot in the trailer with all the
Hmm.
different masks that he has, which was really cool. I'm glad that we're not doing the red and yellow suit
Right.
because that did
Yeah.
not translate well.
And they're just starting to film season 2. So
Ready?
and March. It says right there, little tiny print there. March is when it's coming out.
So is this still, because I know that this one's taken some didn't take a very linear trip to get released. Like they completely
They scrapped the entire deal for what they were going to do.
from jump. They scrapped the deal, got rid of the showrunners, brought in
Yeah.
new showrunners, and I was actually excited when they did that because you remember, like we talked about it. As soon as the new showrunner was announced, that person started posting on their social media a stack of Marvel comics. Says, looks like I have some homework to do before I get started. I'm like, thank you. Yeah, good idea. Read the comics before you
Right.
make a comic book show. Who would have thunk it? But so that kind of gives me a lot of high hope. The tones, the vibes, the style, the trailer seemed to have it all. So
Mhm.
it looks like it's on brand. And Daredevil, I don't even think it's arguably, it is the best like Marvel show that's been put out. I mean, it's got to be, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
Pound for pound, it
Mhm.
was phenomenal. I'm truly excited for Daredevil, Muse, Bullseye's return, White
Mhm.
Tiger. Oh my, her Blade is officially on the backpack, but Blade is they left Blade in the sun too long.
Mhm.
let's see. Obviously, they made excuses bringing back Wanda for Avengers. Iconic meme, no more mutants, like bringing all mutations. Wonder if we can get like a House of M thing. Like, wouldn't that be a cool way to bring like the mutants into the MCU? You could be addressing Wanda while addressing mutants at the same time. Jessica Jones was solid. It ain't touching Daredevil though. Ain't touching it. I think the only thing that came close to Daredevil for me was Punisher. Agatha doing things just in time for FF. Yeah, Agatha looks like trash. That shit looks terrible.
Punisher is back in Daredevil too. He was there as well.
Yeah, right there.
John
Bernthal on the big screen. Yeah, and Vincent D'Onofrio is obviously returning to reprise his role as the Kingpin. But there was two things that had me way, way, way more excited than anything Marvel, Disney, or Pixar, and that was one of two was the Tron Ares footage and announcements. We have Jeff Bridges returning for Flynn, a new character being brought in. We have Jared Leto coming in portraying the character Ares, from what I understand. And you can see the color scheme and vibes right there. You really get the Tron Legacy feel, but during the presentation, it quickly shifts to red, and they roll out the red carpet for Jared Leto coming out, and you can see the light bike in the back. They officially announced that 9 Inch Nails will be doing the soundtrack. Obviously, they're not getting Daft Punk back, but there's a lot of people filling me in on the, Trent Reznor from 9 Inch Nails, and one other name that they're specifically saying two names, not necessarily 9 Inch Nails is like a huge band, but two names that have worked on a lot of movies and stuff. But
yeah, I almost feel like this isn't fair to say about him, but like are they playing with fire by bringing Jared Leto into this?
You mean Oscar-winning actor Jared Leto?
Yes. I mean Morbius character actor Jared Leto.
Wait a minute. Dallas Buyers Club Jared Leto?
Yes, Joker Jared Leto.
Oh, you mean Fight Club Jared Leto? It's crazy. His career is insane. He's up here or he's down here. There's no in the middle.
Yeah, exactly.
With Blade Runner 2049 Jared Leto. There's no in the middle.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I absolutely love Jared Leto as an actor.
I do too. I'm just kidding.
He's a phenomenal actor. I'm a big fan of 30 Seconds to Mars as well, but there's no arguing that the man has had some unfortunate roles in his career. Yeah, and it's easy to think that with him saying, oh, he's cursed. If you only look at Joker or Morbius, but the dude has Oscars in his house from performances in other films, other phenomenal roles. But yeah, he's an absolutely amazing actor. And I'm very worried too. When I see Jared Leto in a movie, I'm right there with you. As a fan of Jared Leto, I am right there with you. But the whole clips and footage that we saw from this, all right, big Tron fan, huge Tron Legacy fan, like a diehard for that movie. I love that whole world and everything. The grid has been exciting since I was a kid going to Blockbuster. I can remember Dad first showing me Tron and just thinking how crazy these light cycle battles are and the concept of being in a computer and all this. And if y'all remember at the end of Tron Legacy, this is a direct continuation from it. At the end of Tron Legacy, the whole idea was Clue wanted to get out of the grid. He wanted to leave the grid and go to the real world and pretty much conquer it. And the ISOs, like life was created, kind of like the Jurassic Park thing, like life will find a way. The ISOs were introduced in Legacy, and that's who Cora was. And they brought Cora out of the grid at the end. Sam and Cora rode off on the motorcycle. And this one, programs are leaving the grid. Ares is leaving the grid. And they showed clips of light cycles trailing and everything, driving down the street, going over cars and stuff. I'm like, my mind warped for a second. But at the same time, I got really, really nervous. I'm like, we pay the price of admission. We pick up the movie. We put it in the Blu-ray player and sit down because we want to go to the grid. We want to experience this foreign world. Now you're bringing it to us. So I'm kind of worried what's going to happen with that. What kind of balance there's going to be, if it'll be as interesting if we spend all the time in our world with programs running around or what.
Yeah, it didn't work out that well for Westworld.
No, it didn't, did it? When we got to season 3, it kind of started.
Once they went out into our world, it was like, who really cares anymore for the most part?
Got to tell you, Disney has R-rated movies now. Yeah. He was only good before he went vegan. That might be true. That might be true, but he's still, man, I don't know if y'all ever watched any of their concert footage and stuff. That guy is wild.
Mm.
Like he'll sit there and like have bungee rigs over the stage and stuff and bungee down. Like they put on one hell of a show. I don't know. Like Ares is obviously the name of the god of war. He's all red. Historically, we haven't seen any red programs be good guys. We only saw Rinsler red in the last one. Everyone else is orange, blue, or white if you're a user. So I don't know. This is new territory completely. I wonder what kind of program he could be. If he could be a virus or if he could be like an AI program. You know, they've got to touch on that kind of stuff, which that would separate him out. And Rinsler, when it came down to it, was Tron. So we'll see. Carlito with the Me Too. I love Tron. I love seeing all the Tron hype in here. Let's go. That's what's up next in the Discord, a Tron Legacy watch party. That's happening, Paul. Think the FF movie takes place in the 60s since yeah, and in a different world too, not even on the main 616 world from what I understand. Yeah, I'm with you, Dersey. Depends on the movies. I don't blame actors or directors. I blame script writers and editors 100%. Look no further than Let There Be Carnage. You gotta give them something to work with. I think it's the princess from Wreck-It Ralph. Got another fan of Tron Legacy. Let's go. So hopefully this does good, man. We're so many generations removed from the original Tron now. Legacy did not perform for them. Remember that was that era in Disney when they were like they're floundering, trying to find the next Pirates of the Caribbean. They experimented with Tron, John Carter, Lone Ranger.
I mean, the last Tron movie had to be what 12, 15 years ago.
2012. So yeah, 12 years ago.
12 years ago, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was 2012. It was so good though. And they were setting up so much. They had like Cillian Murphy being like the computer prodigy kid, like Sam's equal opposite, but the corporate version. We never saw him in the grid. We never saw what they were working up to. But what is going on, Nelson? What is happening? As a reminder, in case y'all missed it earlier, don't forget to check out Nelson over at Big Time Collectibles. Links in the description. Dropping heat. Dude. Absolutely. The Deadpool and Wolverine covers that they got them. I'm still looking forward to my John Jang Wolverine. That should be coming up in the next couple of weeks, be shipping. Let's see. Red Hulk, do you think will buy in Fortnite if that's real? I don't know. Don't know nothing about no Fortnite, to be honest with you. Uniforms tailored by Yarn Man. Yeah. Tron movies are all dope. I know literally nothing about the lore, but they are fun, and I'll watch the new ones on streaming for sure. Yo, that's a good thing about it. There's not much to have to catch up with. You have 2 movies. You have the Uprising TV show, and just like a couple miniseries comics if you really want to expand on it that much. But they're so well written and so well laid out. I mean, it's ridiculously rich lore. Yeah, I'm with you. Evil. I'm with you. Getting back to music. Trent Reznor, there it is. Teams with Atticus Ross. That's the other name. Thank you so much, Hefe. So Trent and Atticus, and they've worked on numerous films together, like there's like ethereal tones and stuff like that going on. But, I got the game when my I had bought a PlayStation 3, I think it was, and they have this controller called PlayStation Moves, and it looked like it just a joystick, like a stick with a white ball on the end, and that gave you the motion thing. Because I wanted to buy the Amazing Spider-Man game, and I wanted to buy the Tron Legacy game just to throw the ID discs and stuff, and it did not translate well back then. The motion thing just wasn't. And my patience with new games is this. So I'm like, I'm done. So I would just play like the cheap little archery game on it, where you literally put the paddle behind your back and you pull a button and you lean forward and let it go like you're stringing an arrow. It was pretty fun. Haven't said anything about Red Hulk with Fortnite yet, but pretty much guaranteed. There you go. We got Evil's Comics, and Lady F. Those are our Fortnite people. Probably because Transformers. I do know now. I am aware that Transformers are in Fortnite because I went to Walmart to get some air filters and walked by the Nintendo stuff because I got Finn the Switch, and he was looking at the games, and he pointed out the Fortnite one because it had Transformers on it, but he ended up going with Lego Jurassic Park because the kid loves dinosaurs.
There you go. Unless they're in Shazam.
Yeah, dude, can you believe that we said it? Well, was it on the deep dive or something? Like
Yeah.
the fact that you made me dislike a dinosaur, that is a feat. Who knew that was possible? Schultz remembers going to see the original Tron in '82 with his dad. That's amazing, dude.
It was a huge deal. It was like when it came out, first came out in '82. It was like computer generated stuff. It was amazing. It was
What's
like
really cool,
this is like the 20th century that we're talking about.
yeah. What's crazy if you go back, if you watch Tron Legacy and you go back and rewatch Tron '82, you realize the scale of what's really happening in that movie. I mean, you're limited. A lot of people might get hung up on the 1982 graphics, but that's what computers were back then. But if you look at the scale of what's going on, because there's a time that they're on one of the light rails on what's like the light trains where they ride it in Tron Legacy, but Flynn literally uses like, because he's the user, he literally skips that entire train from track to track by reaching into the light kind of, and like they're doing huge things that if they did that in the modern movie, it would be like a showstopper moment. But it's really cool. They did score for Watchmen and TMNT Mutant Mayhem. That, oh, nice, dude, nice. Yeah, so I think we're in good hands. Daft Punk really laid it down with that Legacy soundtrack. But this month is COD Zombies. I saw a little clip of the little what they're doing differently with those Call of Duty Zombies, where they hit a button and you like go into third person mode and you're like in some kind of like a suit just wrecking havoc. I saw some people were excited and some people thought it was corny, but I thought it looked cool. Either way, I'm not playing it. What is going on, Ultra Nerd? How are you? Seen both in theaters. That's awesome. First Easter egg in a movie. Tron can find Pac-Man inside the grid. No joke. Nice. With Alien Romulus hype, I'm very happy and protective of my original 79 Alien movie poster. There you go. Yeah, I'm planning on seeing that this coming week for sure. I'm very excited for Romulus. Now, this is where we lose the crowd. Are you ready? I might even lose Paul with this announcement. My most favorite announcement, the most anticipated film that came out of D23 for this guy might not be the same for everybody, but I had to kill the sound on this clip because it is a 50-second clip. But I was very, very, very ecstatic when James Cameron rolled up and rolled out the concept art footage that he had. Obviously, he's not showing any of the movie for Avatar 3 yet, but we see those are actual creatures right there. Mm-hmm. And I've got stills of it. We'll talk about that for a second, but they show this entire slide presentation for the next Avatar, number 3. And
Fire and Ash.
Yeah, I gave it an official title, Fire and Ash. And there we go. There's some of the fire tribe that we're going to go to. They're switching it up with this one. You know, we saw in the first film the peaceful forest tribes and the tribes of the plain, the Ikran clans of the cliffs. We met the water clans in the second one, also a very peaceful people. In this next one, Avatar 3, the Fire and Ash, the clans are not supposed to be very friendly. So they're kind of flipping the script. So I don't know where they're going to go with that. If they're going to be looking to recruit people, because, you know, Jake is getting ready to take the fight to the RDA. He's not going to wait on them to come to him. But this right here was crazy. That shot right there, I had a hard time making it out at first, but I had to use this photo to figure it out. If you look at the top left of the photo, it almost looks like a manta flying, like a manta ray. But that cord goes all the way back to those large floating body behind it. And that's what this is. It's a forward shot of the large body. And because this is on your screen, it might be hard to see, but that little manta ray is in front of it, pulling it. So we're getting new creatures, new locations, new tribes, new everything. I'm ridiculously excited for this.
And yes, that was Papyrus.
And it was Papyrus. Yeah, I'm a big Avatar fan. Like, I really love this franchise so much. That looks amazing. Yeah, I can't even fathom what we're going to see. James Cameron said He said it's not what you expect it to be, but it's what you're going to want it to be. I'm like, okay. And if there's one thing that I know, that you never bet against James Cameron,
Mm-hmm.
ever, ever. Yeah, here we go. Avatar, because no one asked for Dances with Wolves 3. Avatar, Fire and Who Gives a F? Fire and Ash, Fire Tribe. Yeah, Marcus is going to try to yuck my yum. It's impossible. It's impossible. Yeah, there we go. Ugh, Avatar. No for me. You can say it. You can say it. But I'm telling y'all, it's going to be amazing. My anticipation is Alien Romulus and Sonic 3. Yeah, we're supposed to be getting Shadow. Supposed to be getting Shadow. Venom 3, do you think there'll be any good or skipping? I'm sure it'll be trash.
Mm-hmm.
Super trash. That's just my take, though. I didn't enjoy Venom 2. I didn't really enjoy Venom 1. It's just weird. Oh, dope. Ultra Nerd said went to the first Comic-Con. He got first place for cosplay. I went as Ultimate Spider-Man. That's fantastic.
Nice.
Congratulations. New Spider-Man cartoon that was low-key announced looked wild. Multiverse stuff set in like the 70s or something. You privy to this?
They had a couple of announcements for on the animation side. What If season 3 is coming out? It's the last season. What If Zombies is going to be Marvel Zombies is going to be a 4-episode thing. We're going to have Shang-Chi is going to be in Marvel Zombies. Also going to be in What If. Doctor Strange is going to be in What If. There was something else about one of them. I can't think of what it is now, but it'll come to me. X-Men '97 season 2 is going to be done. It's in the Grant Morrison, Frank Quitely costumes.
Oh, super dope. With just the yellow X on them.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's wild.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good run.
Mm-hmm.
That's the run that we got Danger, where the Danger Room came to life. Cassandra Nova. There's some good stuff in there.
Yep.
Not the run where they killed Genosha also. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Tri-Sentinel took out Genosha. Going to be a retold version of Vietnam this time. I disliked Avatar after I realized halfway through the movie that it was just Dances with Wolves, but with blue aliens. And robots and dinosaur-like creatures. Does James have Does James have memories or vision? I don't know. For context, who was writing the script for Avatar on the set of the first Terminator movie? Yeah, and that does look like the thing from Nope, that big alien, the way that it folded and shifts. I don't know how many people saw that movie, but it was a fun one watch for sure. I don't know anything about Spelljammer. Do you know anything about that?
No.
Yeah, I think it's coming. I'm ready to see what happens with Kiri. Like all those teases and everything. Like they haven't even revealed where Kiri came from yet. So that's going to be pretty cool. Yeah, dude, it doesn't bother me. I love seeing like the negativity toward it, and then it comes out and it drops like the number 1 and number 3 highest grossing films of all time are Avatar and Avatar 2. Mm-hmm. The number 2 highest grossing film of all time is Avengers Endgame, and it took them 20 something films and a couple of re-releases to get it.
Right. So he mentioned Incredibles 3. That was an announcement. Incredibles 3, Toy Story 5, Moana 2.
Did they have any footage from Incredibles 3?
No, they just made the announcement.
I saw the announcement thing.
Mm-hmm. They're doing a live action Mufasa the Lion King. They're doing a live action Stitch, Lilo and Stitch. Moana 2, the animated one, comes out this Thanksgiving. So they actually had a lot.
Thank you, Headquake. Yeah, nothing's new under the sun. Fast and Furious is just Point Break with cars.
Yeah. Let's see, they announced an Inside Out television show they're going to do too. And another show called Hoppers. They're doing Zootopia 2. Now the thing is, with Disney and Pixar and Marvel, they announce all of these things and they don't necessarily always come out.
Oh, it's like just like Marvel the Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
It took forever to get an Incredibles 2. It was pretty decent. I don't think it came near as good as the first one, but that could just be my age when I watched both of them, kind of thing. The first one felt like something special, though. Yeah, Zoe Saldana.
Mm-hmm.
Really enjoyed The Way of Water, so hoping the third one is even better. Same here. The canceled James Cameron Spider-Man movie took place in 92. Yeah, I remember they had that one like concept photo that they had for that. Spider-Man New War. Yeah, that wasn't coming out of D23, but I did see where they announced a couple weeks ago. I think they put out a poster even. I don't know if it was like a fan-made poster I saw or something.
Mm.
He gets better circumstances. It comes and goes.
Yeah, it
Spider-Man
does.
New War. Yeah, that's
Yeah, this is another one right here. Don't forget, Jude Law is a Jedi. Skeleton Crew was
Skeleton Crew.
shown like the actual trailer. So they
Mhm.
showed the poster. I've been trying to stay optimistic. The poster looked pretty cool, but the trailer, holy smokes. Like
Mhm.
the trailer looked really, really good. I was not expecting that. What'd you think?
Yeah, December. It's set after Return of the Jedi, but before The Force Awakens. So it's part of the New Republic. Um, another tropical storm, so the camera would be clear again. They announced a whole bunch of stuff too. They talked about Andor season 2. There's going to be a time jump in there. They talked about they're starting very soon the Mandalorian and Grogu movie.
Yeah, that's a 2026 release date, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and I don't know. They need to work on that title. It's literally called The Mandalorian and Grogu.
Mhm.
That's a really, really weird long title. Going back to the Skeleton Crew though with Evil here, like the look of it, dude, they look just like the Goonies in space. Like
Yeah.
the sound, the way that they're like exploring through the world. We actually see like a neighborhood. Like they look like they're in a rural neighborhood when they pop up, and they even have like the little techie kid, little visor drop down. I'm like, dude, this looks like something unique. This looks different. I don't know. It just looked. I don't know. It looked like it had the X factor. You know, that little something that you can't really measure or really plan for. You just hope you achieve it. It looked like it had it.
Yeah, and everything. I mean, and we talked about this one time back when I think we had like a T-shirt trailer. Is almost everything has pretty much downplayed Jude Law being in it.
Yeah, there's tie. Even I was shocked how great Skeleton Crew trailer was.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't. Man, it got me. Those young actors get hate, unfortunately. I mean, everyone's going to get negativity. You know, everyone, no matter what. You just ignore it. Ignore it. I'm sure these actors and actresses 100% expect it. I mean, even when I was a kid, it just looked different. It would be on the little rags at the checkout line at the grocery store. The trash papers. I mean, it's just part of being in the public eye. You can never please 100% of people, but that is an uphill battle, I'm sure. But at least it's kids. Maybe people will go easier on it since it's kids.
Mhm.
Give it a try. Well,
Oh yeah, the Snow White trailer. Oh man.
that thing. Now now you're going to accuse me of hating on stuff. Don't get me started. It looks I don't know. A lot of those look corny for me. I'm not a 4-year-old little girl either, so I don't think it should look great to me. But I'm not paying. I'm not giving Disney a single dollar toward that movie on principle alone for what they did with the dwarfs and the little people. Like that's pathetic on Disney's part. For those that don't know, this movie has had a rocky road to being made for numerous reasons. One, Rachel Zegler is a piece of work. And what I mean is, in the public eye, in public appearances, in interviews and media, she says everything you can possibly say wrong. I don't think that she has a PR handler, in all sincerity, and she just, I don't know, she thinks she's being funny or cute, and she's crapped on Snow White. And like, there's like, Disney has some crazy fans, and I don't mean like guys in their mom's basement fans. I mean like actual like 40-year-old men and women that spend money at the parks, and like that's their Pandora, you know, that's their Avatar kind of thing. That's their comic books. and she was like crapping on the lore and this and that and all kinds of stuff. And then they originally cast the most diverse set of people they could to be the 7 not dwarves, and we're going to call them the 7 magical friends.
Mm-hmm.
You had white people, black people, Asian people, Hispanic people, gay people, straight people, like everything. They had the most diverse
Right-handed, left-handed.
Yeah, exactly. I think they even had one-footed person. Who knows? So the little people community of actors spoke out immediately. They're like, yo, this is crazy. This is literally the dream job for all of us in the industry to get to play the 7 dwarves. Like that's like the pinnacle for them is how they presented it. And so what Disney did from all the backlash is they went back, they got rid of the ridiculous idea of the 7 magical friends because they thought the 7 dwarves is not politically correct enough, and they replaced with CGI dwarves. Mm-hmm. So they're crapping on everybody. Now you have the woke crowd mad at him and the anti-woke crowd mad at him. And it's a weird place for them to be in. It's unfortunate.
And if I recall, Peter Dinklage got involved and said something too, and he actually pissed off all the
little people.
All the people too, because they're basically like, oh sure, the one guy who gets every single role is telling us, what what we should be doing.
Dinklage, phenomenal actor, but he's made it a point of his whole career to not take roles made specifically for little people, and he's transcended his like he played Bolivar Trask in X-Men, you know what I mean? He played Tyrion, who's a halfling or whatever in Game of Thrones, but he played an elf. He just plays roles of just regular people. But he tried to say like it's good that they're not doing that, and the little people like you're crazy and you're the only one of us that gets to do what you get to do, and not really fair. Snow White in the green screen forest. Yeah, I think what's weird is it's also going to get some backlash for having Wonder Woman in it. Gal Gadot is kind of a controversial actress in Hollywood right now for reasons we're not going to get into, but just know that they're racist reasons. There's a lot going on between 2 different races of people that really dislike each other. So one entire race absolutely hates her just because of who she is. And we'll leave it at that. But she self-casted herself in a movie that she's producing as the evil witch. And you're trying to convince an entire audience of people that Gal Gadot is jealous of Rachel Zegler's looks. I'm not buying it. The hate is not because the lead is black. They did that on Little Mermaid. Yeah, well, there is that whole thing of people not liking like if you're going to change up you're going to race swap a character. I think Snow White's a tough one to sell because like it's in the song, like her skin's white as snow kind of thing.
It's in her name.
It's in her name even. Like, for once it's in the character's name. But yeah, I think that Rachel Zegler is a fine actress. She did good in Shazam. I haven't watched that Hunger Games movie with her in it, but it didn't perform as well as they wanted. But yeah, it's very weird. Yeah, Gal Gadot looks fantastic in that suit. She's kind of bad. Also, she won Best Actress of all time. Who did? We got Wonder Woman as Snow White villain before GTA 6. Yeah, man, they're still waiting on that GTA 6. Oh, man, not like they remaking Oz again or Under the Rainbow. Did you see the trailer for Wicked?
It does. Yeah, it does look pretty wicked, actually, yeah.
Yeah, I like that. That looked cool. Yeah. Bambi was in the trailer. Was it Bambi? It definitely looked like Bambi. Yeah. It did, didn't it? Oh, man, I hope we don't see anything tragic happen to that poor one. Seeing Bambi was cool. Talk about making a mountain out of a molehill. Yeah, people are fickle sometimes. Oh, as Brad just thought. He was telling her he's assembling a team of classic Disney heroes. Yeah, I think that one's not going to do well at all. I'm not sure what the budget is on that one. It's been massively delayed, and they were trying to get past some of the controversy with the actress. Rachel Zegler, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that she's blacklisted herself in the industry at this point. She's a camera is kryptonite for her, and that's unfortunate in her business. But I doubt she gets cast in anything again. You know, some of these actors and actresses will have like a hot summer, like Taylor Kitsch in one summer was in John Carter, was in Savages and Battleship, all in the same summer. And then like none of those movies did tremendous, so you just never saw them again. I think this was like Rachel Zegler's summer where she got like Snow White, Shazam, and Hunger Games, and none of it panned out. So I doubt we'll see her again. And she even did a little social media post begging people to lay off, like, and it was kind of pathetic. Bambi from Pooh Blood Honey universe is bad arse. Yeah, you can have him in anything. He's Thunderbolt Ross. Quite literally can be in anything. If he's like, he needs to be the character that's been hidden from the Thunderbolts roster. He quite literally belongs on the Thunderbolts team. Mm-hmm. And you know that they've told us that they're hiding characters, that they haven't revealed the whole team yet. So add him in there, and we know we're getting Sentry, even though they haven't like shown us. That's been accidentally confirmed. Disney killed John Carter. Man, that movie was so good. I loved it.
Yeah.
Thunderbolts, yeah. We got Han Solo as Hulk before GTA 6. What is going on, Geek Out with Roscoe? I can tell you already, my niece don't like the new Snow White. My friend Megan is a little person. She said we'll boycott it. Yeah, dude, I'm right there. Like, I'm not like, oh, give them because like I'm not giving them my money seeing like, dude, it's just like that fake virtue signaling thing. Like that I can't stand it. Like, that's like one of the biggest bones I have to pick with Disney is they pretend to be taking this mighty high horse on things. Like they want the whole diversity. We want to be inclusive. And then they talk down to the American audience and quite literally call them racist, bigots, misogynists, everything under the sun. But as soon as you go anywhere outside of the States, they are editing their movies, changing the names, editing characters out of movies to play them in other markets for money. So they're not a virtuous company. They're a company like they should be. They're after money, but the way that they talk down and treat the American audience sometimes blows my mind. Like your job is to make money, make money.
Speaking of making money, Disney Plus has finally made some money.
You're kidding me.
Nope.
How much did they make? $7 or $8?
They made like $45 million.
Wow. In this quarter?
Mm-hmm.
What did it?
Not sure. It could be the bundling. I mean, the bundling is supposed to be a big thing too. So, the other flip side is Warner Brothers Discovery seems to be like it's in huge disarray right now because apparently it just lost like $6 to $9 billion on its what they call linear television, which is your TBS, your TNT.
Yeah, they're sitting at $9 billion in debt.
Right.
Yeah, that's where they're currently sitting at. You know, when they took over the merger, they knew they were in debt, and that's part of why they were canceling projects. And they're continuing the talk and conversation of licensing out properties specifically to like gaming divisions and stuff like that, which they should have done a long time ago when they first started talking about it. Who is the best C-list or D-list DC character?
Ambush Bug.
You know, with Ambush Bug?
That's a D-list character.
Yeah, that's definitely D-list. Man, that's a tough one. The best. And you put me on the spot. Evils is going Polka Dot Man. Right now, I would probably put Peacemaker in that category. At least in comic books. WB Discovery messed with Boomerang. Now they want to mess with Cartoon Network.
Yeah, they're canceled. They just, if you go to cartoonnetwork.com, you actually get forwarded to HBO Max now.
Wow. Well, it's always been on HBO Max since the day that launched. It's the tab on there.
But they basically have closed down cartoonnetwork.com. And they've closed down the Boomerang Network too, I believe. Or the Boomerang Network is closing in September, I believe. That might be it.
Boomerang should have been like folded into other stuff a long time ago because it's just Scooby-Doo, the Care Bears, and that's pretty much it.
Ultra Nerd, he knows what's going on.
Yeah. And also, if you're into DC comic stuff, Paul and I do the DC Comic Deep Dive every Monday on his channel. He's linked in the description as well. Sector 2815.
Yeah, go and subscribe.
Yeah, underrated characters are great. Definitely great. Snowflame. There we go. Steven with a C with a callback. Let's go. Let's see. It's the theme for Between the Lines tomorrow night. Who do you have on, Roscoe? They shut it down by accident?
Oh,
Man, they must not have been paying the bills. Man, I think that's it I had for the D3 announcements on there. There's a lot of stuff.
it was.
A lot of stuff. Oh, wow.
They had a couple of announcements about some of the. Though this is a Sony movie, but they talked about the fact that they're almost ready to go in and have people do the dialogue for the third Into the Spider-Verse movie.
Forgot about that movie even existing.
And they had some things about Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, which is a cartoon that's going to be on Disney as well, I believe.
Yeah, we mentioned the Marvel Zombies. I haven't heard of any Netflix leaks. Man, I think I might be the only person I know that did it, but I watched the Netflix Rebel Moon director's cuts. I finally finished those between last week and this week, both parts. First one was like 3 hours and 27 minutes. The second one was just under 3 hours, I believe. But for anybody that was curious about Rebel Moon, if you watched it when it first came out, it's night and day the difference in them. It's ridiculous that they ever release those edited cuts. But I really, really enjoyed part 2 a lot. Netflix and Crunchyroll got hacked and leaked a ton of anime shows that haven't released. Oh, that's fantastic. Spidey India dropped info. The new Spidey tune is College Years. Someone's going to get fired. Well, you want to look at some books before we head out of here tonight?
Sure.
You got about 20 minutes. Keep it at an hour and a half. It was a massive week.
Really, I didn't really have a lot, but I still have stuff that's going to come in my shipment. So,
well, I get my weeks confused at this point. Absolute Power #2, the second issue in the event drop this week, along with Batman 151, the tie-in. Both of them were ridiculously solid, and me and Paul did a deep dive on both of those. That'll air tomorrow at 10 a.m. So make sure you hit his link in the description and turn the notifications on if you want to keep up with the DC Comics events, because we've been keeping up with all of them ever since Dark Crisis. I read this. This is older, but I did finally get to read this, and this was freaking fantastic.
Yeah, got Adam Strange in there, Constantine. He's like they're like
they brought in Wonder Woman at the end.
Yeah, yep.
Finding the ancient Kryptonian city in Antarctica is perfect, dude. This Andy Diggle did his research and like the whole, I don't want to say alternate history thing, but like an alternative history take on like on history, like because there's this whole plate tectonic displacement theory that Neil Adams, comic book writer or comic book artist extraordinaire, a lot of people don't know this about Neil Adams, but he was an amateur scientist and he was big into the theory of plate tectonic displacement. General Nathan Hopgood also coined that back in the day. If you ever seen the movie Miniseries Goat, Stephen Lang portrayed that character. But you can find videos of Adams doing lectures and everything on it. But the whole concept of Antarctica not being a frozen wasteland and being a lot further up on the globe was something that is included in that theory, because you have like the Piri Reis map that has like Antarctica drawn on it long before Antarctica was ever discovered by like modern world and stuff. So it was cool seeing like them playing with those concepts in here and everything. It made me think of Neil Adams immediately when that's where they found it. I'm like, that's
there's a theory that at one point it was just one big Pangea, I think was right.
Mm-hmm.
And you can actually kind of see if you look at the east coast of South America and the west coast of Africa, you can see where the two would have been exactly.
Yeah, and also the fossils line up as well. Fossils that they find on the east coast of South America and the west coast of Africa line up. Like these fossils are the same, but then when we move away from the coast, they are not the same.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Let's see. How do you feel about RDJ returning as Doom? I like Robert Downey Jr. think it's a step in the fan service right direction, but who knows what they're going to do. It feels like a Secret Wars play. But again, the Russo brothers are back. RDJ is back. Deadpool and Wolverine was freaking awesome. So I'm just glad to be seeing stuff like that. I'm not putting too much stock into trying to figure anything else out beyond that. I'm just going to enjoy the ride for a while, see where it takes us. Don't forget the new Batman, The Long Halloween, The Last Halloween by Tim Sale. His last work. This is those variant covers, right? He's not doing the interiors.
They're just doing. He's doing the main covers actually, not the variants.
Okay.
He's doing the main covers, supposedly with works that have never been seen before. But there's a special Zero issue, which is going to be coming out. I want to say, I think on Batman Day, I think maybe. And then there'll be. I think Edward Russo is doing one of them, and Klaus Johnson is doing one of the issues. Each issue is being done by a different artist, but they're all being written by Jeff Loeb.
What did you read this week, Paul?
Well, I was really kind of concerned when I saw on here that there were dinosaurs on the cover. However, I am happy to report that there were none inside.
I got that. I didn't read that.
Yeah. So it's kind of false advertising, which I'm okay with. But it's more of still their we see Uncle Dudley. Shazam, we see him in here. We see more with Freddie Freeman down in the earth. He hooks up with some people. He manages to convince them that they're all on the same side. And then we see Billy and the captain basically coming up from Invasion of the Submen is how it ends, with Billy and Mary and everyone else running away from this gruesome monster. So it's a little bit better tone wise. I think it's a bit closer to what we would expect from Shazam than Mark Waid was doing, but it's still not. It's not the best.
Yeah, I've decided I'm actually going to drop it.
You're not gonna drop it.
With how much stuff is coming with All In and with the Absolute Universe stuff and with Ghost Machine expanding and with all the Miller World titles taking off. I'm actually going to drop it. I'm sitting here with it for 2 weeks. I haven't even read it yet. I haven't read this yet. I'm not dropping Flash. I'm just going to stare at it, be frustrated until I actually read it. But speaking of other stuff kicking up and starting, Mark Miller moved over to Dark Horse Comics. He brought his entire catalog ready to release. Nemesis Rogues Gallery came out 2 weeks ago. And then Prodigy, which is volume 3, Edison Crane story, Prodigy Slaves of Mars. I think it's only 5 or 6 issues. They're not ongoing. They're just volumes. But this kicked off really strong. We're getting introduced to Edison's father and how he was a genius. A concept of Edison's brother as well, an older brother, where it looks like that Edison wasn't even the favored son necessarily. His dad's gone missing. The whole space conspiracy happening, and Edison's on the case. So I'm excited to see where this goes. Anything and everything Miller World I suggest for people to pick up. It's all fantastic. And not this week, but next week, Nightclub will be starting, volume 2 of that. And then following that, Magic Order's final volume will be coming. And then following that in October, I believe, the finale, the long-awaited finale to my favorite Miller World title, Jupiter's Legacy. And I'm stoked for that.
Who's doing the art for that? Do you know?
For which one? Jupiter's Legacy?
Yeah.
I don't know off the top of my head.
The thing is, it seems like he started off with these huge A-list artists on all these titles, but it seems as though the more and more he gets into the stories, the less and less I'm recognizing who the artists are.
Yeah, he had Frank Quitely on Jupiter's Legacy when it kicked off. I think he ended up having Raphael Albuquerque. Maybe that was Huck.
That was Huck. Yep.
Yeah, that was Huck. Yep. But the art on him is always really solid, though.
Yeah.
Don't know who he's got on it. But did you read this?
I didn't get it yet. It's in my shipment. So looking forward. I flipped through it a little bit in the store though.
Are you reading Hulk?
No.
This was dope. So this whole run is all built off the idea that the Green Door is closed. The Green Door is what gives Hulk the ability to be immortal. When he dies, he goes to the place below all. That's where all Hulk or Gamma beings go when they die, and they're able to return to the land of the living via the green door. Just walk right through it. In the Immortal Hulk 50-issue masterpiece run, the end of it, the door gets shut down. Immortal no more. And with the Hulk becoming mortal again, the monsters want to come out and play. The monsters are led by the Eldest, and we're finally in issue 15. We're catching up to the Eldest. He hasn't been on like a beeline for the Eldest. He doesn't even know of this plot of all these monsters. It's been really episodic. Every couple of issues, you're in a different place while you're traveling the country dealing with a monster occurrence. And in this one, he's working his way to Vegas to try to save the life of Charlie, his little human companion that's with him on these misadventures. And we get introduced to the Eldest and the Eldest's backstory. And it's being told through the first occurrence of the Eldest running into a Hulk. Back in Immortal, we had a one-shot annual where we were introduced to the first Hulk 10 million years ago kind of thing. And we're revisiting that Hulk. And I don't think this Hulk is going to survive this. This might be the story that explains why that Hulk isn't around anymore. But it was fantastic. It was wicked cool. The artwork by Danny Earls was amazing. Nick Klein wasn't on interiors, but he wasn't missed for this one. The artwork's been up and down, but it was awesome. Highly recommend Philip Kennedy Johnson's Hulk run. What else you got?
The only one I have is
Kneel Before Zod, issue 8.
Yeah.
Did you read it?
I did.
Knockdown, drag out battle between Zod and Sinestro. Picks up right where we left off. But by the end of it, they're cool. They're like, whatever's. We fought, we stopped, we got the ship moving again, and we go our separate ways. Wasn't really much to it, but it was an enjoyable little fight. The artwork was a little sketch.
Yeah, kind of, sort of. If they want to do follow up, they can. He's heading for the Kuns.
Mm-hmm. Back to the people who first attacked him on his planet, killed his wife.
Right.
So that's going to get super violent. You should invite Comic Drake. I don't think I've heard of Comic Drake. That'd be a dope collab.
I know Canadian Drake.
The man Caplock. There have been Hulks like Ghost Riders throughout time. There's been more than one throughout time. Absolutely. Absolutely. Speaking of absolute, I was lucky enough to pick up the Absolute Batman Ash Can. So for those that are familiar, we're getting closer to the new initiative at DC Comics. After the events of Absolute Power, we're going to be shifting into the all-in era is what they're going to be dubbing the book, so that readers, when they walk into a shop, they can see matching trade dresses on books and know that this goes with that. It's a good jump-on point. But we're also introducing an all-new Earth at DC Comics. You know, we technically have 52 Earths. We don't know if this will be 53 or if they're going to destroy one to make this one or what. All we know is this Earth will be created out of dark side energy. We don't know to what degree or how or why, but that Earth will have a lot of heroes in it. And a lot of those heroes will not look like, act like, or be like anything we've been used to up until this point. And we get our first look at what any of it will look like inside the pages of this Ash Can. Holy crap. Bruce Bane is massive. This was insane. Like, if you want to know, like, I don't know if like I should like get into spoilers on this or not, because this isn't something that was like mass available, you know? Because I think my shop only had like one to my knowledge.
Yeah, you can get them at San Diego Comic Con, and then each comic shop only got one.
Boom. So yeah, that explains why it says that. So I'm not going to talk about the contents of this. I did an entire video looking at it. It's a short video because it is just an Ash Can. But if you want to take a look inside this at the first look of it and get an idea of what to expect, I'll tell you it's insane. But that video is on my channel just a couple of videos back. Yeah, it's worth checking out if you're fine with just getting ridiculously teased by it. It's just art. It's a true Ash Can, no dialogue on it yet.
So at the end of Absolute Power, there's in between, there's going to be an all-in special, and there's going to be a flip book. The one side is going to be the current DC universe, and the flip side is going to be the Absolute universe. Scott Snyder says if the current universe has an energy, it's basically Superman, and if you flip it into that blue, that's where you get that dark side energy. So
I'm ridiculously excited for it. We're getting to the end here. Other reads, Dick Tracy #3, Mad Cave is crushing it with their titles are releasing right now. A murder mystery whodunit. Dick Tracy is picking up some some help along the way. People that are intertwined in this murder plot that's happening in a city, all spawned out of a massacre in a diner. The daughter of one of the deceased, as well as the brother of a missing persons, is working with Dick Tracy to try to unfold what the crime lords in the city are up to. This mysterious character, dubbed Flat Top, is going around just mowing down everybody, good guys, bad guys alike. It looks like warring gang factions are trying to take control of the underworld while Dick Tracy's trying to stop it. Space Ghost number 4 was wicked cool. This has been solid along the way. Space Ghost is what is it? What's that stupid mantis dude's name?
Yeah, I can't think of it either.
Zorak? He's total like death cultist in this. He's super dangerous, super violent. It was a wicked take on him, and introduction of him, and the start of the battle between Space Ghost and him. The kids are in peril. I'm loving the covers. I can't get over the covers for it. Zorak? Yeah, it's Zorak. Not Brack. Now Brack's got the big mask, right? Zorak, I think. And then the last one I got for this week is Department of Truth. It's back and it's rocking. And we're getting into the weeds with this, going back to the earliest days of the department, looking at how Lee Harvey Oswald ever got into the position to be the head of the Department of Truth and how he was so close and intertwined with the Department of Lies in Russia. And they are digging into the history with this. If you know anything about the real life story of the Banana Republic and stuff like that, and the actual start of the disinformation campaigns all the way back in the 1940s, the early days of the CIA, this is really, really fun reading because it just takes those real crazy that they're true elements of our history and weaves a narrative into it, and it's wicked. And this is the second issue since it's back, and they're doing, normally they've been kind of episodic as well. You take a different conspiracy every issue, and they're going in trying to shut it down or get it rolling to make it the truth. And we're 2 issues consistent here, diving into the biggest conspiracy in the American history, which is, that guy, the Kennedy assassination. But it's fascinating. I love the Department of Truth. So good. Dude, Dick Tracy's fantastic. It is really, really good. I mentioned it before. He's got the greatest rogues gallery. He's in there in the conversation with Batman and Spider-Man. Like it's really good what they're doing with that. And also, I haven't made a video on this. I'm definitely probably going to. They're short, easy, fun, and it's again something that's not easy for everyone to get. So it's cool to put it out there where people have access to it. But I was lucky enough to get the Hyde Street Ashcan. Big Ghost Machine fan. Jeff Johns, Jason Fabok, Gary Frank, Ivan Reese on this one. Brian Hitch, like comic book all-stars are all working under their own imprint now called Ghost Machine. And in October, we'll be getting our second set of books. We've got Geiger, we've got Rook, we've got Redcoat. Hyde Street will be the next one coming out along with the Rockefellers, as well as a book called Devour, which will be a one-shot tied to Hyde Street. This was insanity. There's actually word bubbles in here, but this was nuts. It was really cool to get into this. I'm so excited for this. October can't get here soon enough. But yeah, so very lucky on those. I got 3 of them left. I've already AOK'd one out. I'll probably put one in the Legion loop. Possibly. I don't want to promise that because I'm trying to get him. Paul already has a copy on the way. I checked with him if he needed one, but I sent one to Nick, who runs the Ghost Machine fans page on Instagram, so he can have a copy because he said he didn't have one yet. So I'm trying to get him to people that are like on the Ghost Machine stuff. No. Yeah, Dick Tracy movie was awesome. Mm-hmm. Really good. I'm having a thought. It's gone. She was crazy in that. That was good stuff. You got anything else? You had some announcements? What's happening this Wednesday?
Yeah, this Wednesday, it's, I guess, that key week. So we have with us, we have Flash by Night. So TJ will be with us, and we have from the Bada Boom podcast. But also make sure you check out his own, his solo YouTube channel that he has going now too. So
we just don't know what it's called right now.
Right, exactly. So, but he'll make. I mean, we'll definitely be talking to him about that in between the books that we guess on Wednesday night. So it's Wednesday night, 9:30, right here, and we have a giveaway. Again, you got to be subscribed, but the giveaway is make sure you're there because we're giving away the entire set of the Jose Luis Garcia Lopez variants that were done the past month.
And it will not be right here. Me and Paul will be over on his channel, section 2815. Hit the description, and it's a 1-button click to get to Paul's channel. Go ahead and hit that subscribe. You'll have the deep dive in the morning. You can watch it at your leisure, and then That's a live show every other Wednesday night at 9:30. Just be in the chat. Come, it's a fun game of similar to 20 questions, but with comic books, and win some prizes. Have some fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hefe said, cheap plug. I dropped a new video, Fate 68 box of Dead unboxing today, and there's a lot of not safe for work video ones in there. Also, a logo cover, which that was the first logo cover I think I've seen from Fate 68. It looked good. I know I haven't been here a while. Thanks to anyone who views. It is not safe. Yeah, I've already watched it. I don't think I left a comment though, but I watched it last night, I think. I have my notifications on, Jeff. It was a big box of stuff. Yeah, check him out. Check him out at Headquake Jr. Some cool stuff that you typically don't see on a lot of channels. And if you like not safe for work stuff, he's got you covered. That's going to do it for tonight. A lot of cool news, a lot of stuff to be excited about. Tomorrow, my video tomorrow, as a matter of fact, is uploaded. It's already available for channel members. You can find all that stuff in the members tab on here. But it's actually about the MCU stuff. I recorded it like a week ago, so it's I'd forgotten about D23, so it's actually pretty relevant. Worked out pretty good. But I appreciate everybody. Be sure to hit that thumbs up on your way out. It helps with the battle against the algorithm. Thank you to all the new names I saw in here tonight. Eddie, it was good seeing you in here. Ultra Nerd, good seeing you in here. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for participating in the chat. And hopefully we'll see y'all next time. Until then, we are Legion.
This